I'm sorry, sir. I can't answer that question. His throat was parched, his deep voice frayed around the edges. He was so very tired. When would they stop? When would they ever fucking stop? The same questions over and over, and his same answer. They'd berated him, cajoled him, taunted him, struck him in ways that caused pain but did not leave bruises. They were very clever and very determined. They'd swung the hook, that heavy iron hook with its ominously creaking chain, right in front of the soldier's weary eyes. "The better to string you up with, my dear." He felt a sudden, insane desire to laugh. Perhaps he was going mad. "I'm sorry, sir. I can't answer that question." He'd awoken face down in that place hours or days ago. He was no longer completely sure, with his wrists bound behind his back and his ankles trussed. In spite of a blindfolding gag, sand had somehow still managed to invade the soldier's mouth and eyes, coating his tongue and burning his eyelids. The fatigues and t-shirt he wore felt as if they had attached themselves permanently to his skin. He could no longer tell where his clothing stopped and his body started. He was so fucking sick of sand and heat and that fetid smell. What was it? Rubbing against the floor where he lay, a sand-covered floor, even more sand. He was finally able to shift the blindfold down just enough to allow vision in one eye. Not that there was much to see, he thought, as he finally managed to push himself to his knees, wincing from the effort. A sliver of light, coming through a tiny opening high in the wall of his makeshift prison, faintly illuminated the room. He saw something moving overhead and blinked his eyes, straining to focus. A chain with a hook. Beneath the gag, his mouth had gone even more dry, although he thought that impossible. The soldier didn't want to think about what they'd use that for. If he was lucky, just to intimidate him. But good luck did not appear to be on his side much lately. Too many people on both sides wanting him dead, or wanting what he could not give them. "I'm sorry, sir. I can't answer that question." He is desperate for water, his tongue clinging to the roof of his mouth, his eyes burning. And so they give it to him, dousing him with a bucket of it, the chill of it a shock against his hot, dirty skin. Rivulets of the water, filthy and foul-smelling, running down his cheeks, wetting his cracked lips, and further plastering the dirt-encrusted t-shirt to his body. It would probably kill him to drink any of it. But wasn't that what they planned to do to him anyway? Kill him? Because he certainly wasn't going to give them what they wanted. "I'm sorry, sir. I can't answer that question." He thinks he's lost all feeling in his arms, bound behind him in the metal chair they've had him seated on for God knows how long. But that dirty, stinking water's done the soldier a favor, somehow waking him up enough to get the sensation back, painful though it is. He begins to work surreptitiously to loosen the bindings around his wrist. The anger, the cold rage is building inside him, and the hope. The soldier has taken on the look of a wolf, his pale eyes almost black in that dimly lit room, gleaming white teeth bared in a ferocious grimace as he bucks against the chair in frustration. He thinks he hears a muffled laugh, and roars in response. Let them think it's impotent rage. Finally, his wrists are free. Tearing off the ropes, he leaps to his feet and with a murderous cry grabs the chair and flings it against the despised chain, his broad chest heaving, a wildness in his features. He may not make it out alive, but no one's going to say he's gone quietly to his fate.